Yeah, I don't know what kind of books you're reading, but I've read books and that's some bullshit.
Why are you being so rude?
I just don't understand. I'm not going to talk. Actually, I'm
jealousy. You're like directly pointing. Like, why are you being?
I think you're projecting because
No, you are.
No, this energy literally came from her trying to accuse somebody of being.
I just think that there needs to be this. We need to be able to let two things be true at once. We can agree on certain aspects and disagree on certain aspects, and they can still both be true.
But you don't gotta be rude.
Can we just all be nice to each other and talk about dating?
That's a good idea.
But I love the points that you're saying.
That.
I love that.
I kind of like that.
Hold on.
I feel like it's curating a lot of hate and anger.
So it looks like all these women are going against this woman. And you can tell she's the only one who's dressed casually. I mean, they're all casual, but she's more like just normal t-shirt, tie, and dye. Right? Let's go.
What do you mean by curating hate?
It's very black and white.
Like, I just feel like the conversation that we've been having has been
on my side or on their side.
I think there's a lot of just underlying feelings of anger in what we're talking about, because it obviously like is very. I mean, that makes sense why it's like that. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I just don't want to be talking about this.
I personally. Honestly, never mind. I'll speak in another second.
Just man-hating misandrists.
I would consider myself to be by definition a feminist, but I think that when you come into a discussion like this and you're unable to be wrong, or at least to agree to like, hey, this might be true. I don't necessarily emotionally agree with that, but like objectively it can be true. If we can't do that, then there's no point in even having this conversation.
So like, do you think like because you feel that you're not like a feminist or whatever, you are better than other women?
No, I don't. I'm a pretty humble person.
Okay, so
she probably is better.
Do you feel that we hate men?
I don't think all feminists hate men, but I do think that feminist extremists hate men. And a lot of what you're saying does seem like man-hating behavior.
So standing up for women's rights isn't hating men,
but placing all of the blame on men is hating men, and what you're doing is you're devaluing the suffering that men go through, and then the men victims.
What?
Yes,
Girl, I think it's the way you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
It's not like you're specifically saying that like, oh, all men are this and all women are great. It's just the way that you've come into the conversation, how you've discussed things. It seems like you're leading more to like men suck completely.
I mean, I do think men suck. I think a lot because of the patriarchy. A lot of men
see that, but if a man says women suck, they say he hates women, but they can say men suck, and then they're gonna call it, oh, I'm just standing up for women. The double standards. All of them, 7 of them against just one woman.
And have arrogance and they mistreat women. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree.
So you think men don't mistreat women?
I'm not saying that. I do not think that a majority of men mistreat women.
So
I do not.
Why do you think there are phrases like, ugh, men suck?
Because I think women are petty and dramatic.
That's true.
Okay, so just because like you're going against other women doesn't mean like men are gonna choose you.
I'm not a pick me. I'm married. I'm already sold. I'm off the streets.
She was picked already. Ladies, you need to stop using, you know how women call men gay when a man has standards. Let's say a man doesn't want to date a single mom. Single moms will be like, you must be gay. You must like men. A man tries to hold women accountable. The women quickly run to, you must be gay. Why are you sassy? So when a woman tries to hold women accountable, they use the whole pick me. But guess what? She was picked. She's married. And you're going to be single out here. Your chick's getting clapped every single year by different men.
Yeah. Where all you are.
So you think because I'm not married, I'm on the streets and I like really need a husband?
You're really bitterly and desperately single, yes. You're obviously not happy. Your attitude does not scream, I'm happy and I love my life.
I don't think this conversation is progressive at all.
I mean, I think my attitude is critical. I'm critical of the world. I'm not here sitting like, la, 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 everything's all good.
Well, your attitude is a reflection of yourself. And if you don't respect the others around you, then I don't see why anybody should respect you.
I'm not disrespecting.
You are. You're saying men suck.
That's
How is
not
that?
disrespectful.
It really is.
That's stating facts about the patient. Like
It's
you're
not a
okay. Well,
fact.
I'm sorry. You're the one that literally just said it's a privilege to carry a man's child, and that
You're still
abortions shouldn't
bringing
be a
this up
thing. Like,
3
come on.
hours
I mean,
later.
it's a pretty big point.
You're
I've
gonna
never heard
keep.
it.
You're gonna
I've-
keep deflecting back to that
That's not
fucking
deflecting.
point.
I'm saying I've literally never heard that.
You're
before.
going way off fucking
Girl,
topic because
that's
you
not even
think
going
you
off
have
topic.
a
You're
point.
Guys,
You guys can go ahead, but just
I like
one time late to the finish.
I like her.
Can we please change?
She's going against one. This is the only one who's not really contributing, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and she's winning. Women hate when a woman stands up for men. They hate it. Women hate when a man tries to hold them accountable. But if there's one thing feminists hate, when another woman tries to hold them accountable. Oh my God, look at all of them. They just look disgusted. They would want her to join their group, the sisterhood, the fake feminist sisterhood.
A conversation. I just don't think either of you guys' minds are gonna get changed. So
no,
I don't.
mean,
what's
I'm
the
just
point?
interested in like having
Semantics.
and
bro.
in
I believe in
just-
good faith debate. I am willing to have my mind changed.
I
Oh, okay.
am interested in seeing like where this is coming from because I've never really spoken to someone that thinks this way, especially a woman. So I'm interested in kind of understanding.
I'm wondering why the discrimination and the intolerance for
I'm
men
being
is appropriate.
You think I'm discriminating against men?
You are discriminating against men, yes.
So by recognizing the patriarchy exists and by recognizing the oppression that men have done to women, I am being discriminatory.
No, you have this delusional theory that everything is men's fault.
I never said everything was men's
Right.
fault. I said
You
there's
said
certain
men's
things
fault.
that men have enacted upon women.
Okay.
But anytime someone tries to add on to that or elaborate, you rebut it or like completely
Because
shut
I
it down.
disagree. It's called
It's a
just
debate.
disagreeing with a point.
I feel
which
like
is the point of a podcast.
going back to like the privilege thing, I can see how that kind of like shocked you that she said, but I feel
agree.
like coming from women who can't have kids, it is a privilege to have a child. I mean, she said having a man's child, but it
women can't.
is a privilege to have a child because there's a lot of women who
It's
can't
not
do
about
that.
women.
Exactly. And a lot of women try and they can't have kids. It's a privilege. It's not everyone is fertile. Shout out to my Latinas, but not everybody can then pop out 5, 7 kids.
Yeah,
Man's
but
child.
that was not what I was saying.
Your child.
I was saying I was replying to it's a privilege to carry a man's child.
You're retorting with irrelevant information because it triggered you and you think that you have a point and you don't.
I do.
You really don't.
I do have a point.
Sure.
Anyways, so what do you define as the streets?
Getting your chick.
I'm listening to a bunch of girls who got mile-long rosters. That's for the streets. You guys are in the dating scene. You're a part of the sex culture that is on the streets. Because when you're taken off the streets, you are getting married.
So you think so what about a man that has a roster? Is that okay?
It's really not my place to have an opinion on because I'm not a man.
Ooh.
But you're defending them very frequently. So I find
Not just even defending men. She's trying to test your logic. She's arguing the points that you make. If you make a point, it's a debate. If you make a point and I disagree with you and I give you a different, point of view, it's on you to try to convince me to be on your side. It doesn't mean I may make a point even if I don't believe in it, right? I could say women should not date broke men. It doesn't mean I agree with it. I could just have that point of view and I may have reasons for it. It's on you to convince me otherwise using logical points as well.
it's hard to believe that you don't have an opinion on that or an answer for that.
I'm trying to figure out why women think that we have the right to tell men what to do and what our expectations are of them when we rarely have any expectations of ourselves.
But you also think that abortion should be illegal. So you're saying you find it hard for men or for us to have expectations for men and what they can and can't do, but it's the opposite. You have the opposite belief about
I'm
abortion.
allowed to have beliefs. I do not have the power to go up to somebody and say that you cannot have an abortion and force them to not have an abortion. I do not have that power, so I can't physically do that.
Okay,
I like
that wasn't my point, but
I'm allowed to have an opinion, and I'm allowed to have a political one. I'm allowed to have opinions on sexual reproduction because I am a woman.
So do you judge women that sleep with multiple men?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Because I think that you are disrespecting yourself and the people that you're pretending to try and have a relationship with.
what if you're just sleeping with them and not having a relationship with them?
Well, I don't feel that there is the game.
That's even worse. What? Oh my God. Did she just say, what if you're just sleeping with them and not in a relationship with them? That's worse. That wouldn't make it any better. Oh my God. I don't know where Brian got this lady from, but he needs to bring her back. I like when a woman cooks other women. Because when it's a man doing it, they claim the man hates women. Oh my God, the patriarchy, blase, blase. They say so many things. But when it's a woman, look at their faces. They hate the fact that it's a woman speaking up for men. They hate it. They even call her pick me, but she's married. She was picked. So that means if you're single, you haven't been picked, because every human being, man or woman, we all want to be picked by somebody. Right? It's just evolution. It's just nature. We want to get validation from the opposite sex or from the same sex, if you go that side, right? But it's just human nature.
From not having genuine, authentic connections.
So
Pleasure.
You can get that from a vibrator. I don't know why you need to go get STDs from a bunch of dudes.
Ooh,
You don't need to get STDs
I
to have
like
sex
her.
with people.
Yeah, but there's also a greater chance if you are actively having sex with a great number of people.
That's logic.
I mean, yeah, if you use protection, it's like you don't.
So what if a man had a roster of like 7 girls? Would you still date him?
Probably not.
No, probably not. No. But that's the thing, is that we should be holding people to the equal standards that we hold ourselves to, and not more.
So if a guy had a higher body count than you wouldn't date him or be with him?
Honestly, that's not possible in my case, because my husband's a little bit older than me. So I think it's natural that he has a little bit higher of a body count. So yeah, no, I'm not going to judge men for having a higher body count than me. Also, I personally enjoy the
for
experience.
having a higher body count than you?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So why are you judging women for having a higher body count than you and not men?
Because it does
Because it's only a woman who can hold other women accountable, apparently, clearly. Shout out to you, Loaded Locks.
reflect on you at the end of the day, and it reflects in your attitude, your personality. I mean, how you're presenting yourself. It really does.
Do you have a lot of friends that are women?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Probably not. Maybe she does, and good for her, but I doubt women who speak like her usually don't have other female friends, so many, because women don't like to be held accountable. The reason women can mean a group of friends because they all don't hold each other accountable. They just talk behind each other's backs, right? If women used to hold each other accountable, they wouldn't be in those big groups of friendships. They wouldn't have such big groups, but they get along because they feed their delusion. I don't know, man. Brian needs to bring this lady back. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Like the videos, you're coming in. Shout out to Loaded Locks. I see